Welcome back to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane.
And we are here today with Gravity Falls, Season 1, Episode whatever, The Bottomless Pit.
Bottomless Pit.
So do you remember what happened last time?
Well, it wasn't Summerween. It was Boss Mabel. Summerween just sticks with you.
It does. Yeah. Boss Mabel was a good episode.
It was very good. So, yes, Stan and Mabel, they basically have a bet because Stan is a tyrannical boss. But at the same time, the man knows how to turn a profit.
He does. He knows how to run a business, too.
He knows how
Mabel found that out.
Yeah. And it's hard to... You can't always be best friends with your employees. You know, you can be kind and respectful, but you got to be stern. In reality, there's probably a balance between what Mabel is trying to do and what Stan does.
Yeah.
But, and here's the thing. Stan would have won that bet if
he knew the word please.
If he knew the word please.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for the, what's the name of the magical creature that Dipper found in the woods?
The Grim Loblin.
The Grim Loblin. Like, that killed their profits.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, it was because of her letting Dipper do that.
Yeah. I guess I'm wondering about these two. I mean, in the end, Stan definitely would have won. I mean, just because even if she had the best day ever, I mean, 300,000 to 300,000.
Yeah.
For me, some of the standout moments is Seuss being the question mark guy.
Yeah, questioning the question mark.
He gets sprayed with pepper spray. They keep spraying him. Yeah. Like, oh, God.
It was a good one. He stands starting to take his clothes off. No, sir, you don't have to take your clothes off. No, go to commercial. Go to commercial.
And he's like, I'm an old man. The only thing that's going to help me is if I get on the game show.
Yeah, I got to pull my old man car.
Yeah.
It says, yeah.
This man, and they the producers like, this man is
he's a shameless, attention-hungry something.
Yeah, put him on the show.
Put him on TV.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good place to stop, and let's roll.
Oh, so before we started, my wife, Joy, she has just had surgery, had a gallbladder infection, got it taken out. So she wanted to say hello.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for your support.
All right. Well, hey, feel better, okay?
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, so, yeah, and we're going to start. Yeah, and then I'm going to do the countdown. You want to stay and watch for a little bit while we do it? All right. Don't mute yourself. Actually, mute yourself. There you go. All right. So, I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1.
There are many great pits, but none more bottomless than the Bottomless Pit.
Question. Is it bottomless?
Kids, could one of you try explaining this to Seuss?
Goodbye, creepy love letters from little Gideon.
Oh, no. That's gold.
What are you doing? Throwing stuff, dude.
It's just my personal box of mysterious secrets. Nothing worth wondering about. Goodbye forever!
What? Oh, gosh. Gompers? That'd be a sad thing.
It's bottomless, though. You just fall until you die. Eventually, you probably want to die.
We're gonna land on something eventually. Could be any second now. Who wants to see some card tricks?
What is her rate of fall? 28.4 meters per second squared?
I'll tell you a story. A story I'd like to call voiceover.
Oh, this is good.
Spin the pig! Hey, Grunkle Stan, ever kissed a pig before?
I'm not gonna answer that question. Guys, I think I just got bit by a snake. I need you to get me to a hospital quick. What? What's so funny? Sorry, it's just hard to focus on what you're saying with that squeaky puberty voice you got there.
But it cracks so much we've already made a techno remix out of it.
Nice to meet you. My name's Dipper Pines. Pines. Nice to meet you. Pines. Do I really sound like that?
Hello there! I couldn't help but overhear your situation. Old man McGucket. Part-time inventor.
Why did you spit on your hand?
I don't rightly know. Come here. Follow me into this dark, dangerous alley.
Jeez Louise.
Lately, I've been a tinkerizing with the voice altering tonic on account of my horrifying voice. You can run, but I'll still be in your nightmares.
This this will really fix my voice?
Come morning, you'll sound like a new man. If you survive.
Good morning, Dipper.
Oh.
I have a new voice. Ha ha ha. Who's my favorite Mabel? I sound awesome. Sound awesome.
Who is that voice?
I gotta look it up. I don't remember.
Hello, this is the President of the United States of America. I'm calling to tell you.
What? Who is this?
Ho ho ho, magnificent.
You're the guy who prank called me earlier.
No, I'm not. I'm just a 12-year-old boy. Aye.
There's a prank caller on the loose. Let's get him. Yeah.
Prank caller? That country club guy?
Your invention was a catastrophe.
That's probably why I live in the dump.
My own sister didn't recognize.
This one should be permanent.
Hey guys!
Dipper!
Oh, dude, you're back.
Any of you kids seen my girdle? Where my girdle at?
That was permanent.
What? What's so funny? I'm Grunkle Stan! Laughing at that grump.
Dipper's pain is funny.
I might finally get the high score on Stan's creepy old pinball machine.
I'll go down in pinball history with the likes of Sal, Gav.
And of course, Pooh.
Just tilting the machine?
I don't know, dudes.
Failure.
That's the worst when it goes right down the middle.
Bart,
Tilt!
bullseye. New high score.
This is the best moment of my life. This totally beats my old best moment.
You cheated.
Oh, 5 more minutes.
We're inside the game! Crazy.
Sweet Moses.
Hushed exclamation.
That'd be kinda cool.
Wonder if this is a dream. I never want to wake up.
I warned y'all not to cheat. I tried to be gentlemanlike, but I'm plumb sick of being tilted. So now I reckon I'm gonna do it.
But it's hard with that gorgeous pinball wench distracting me. Are either of you good at jumping up and down and making annoying noises?
My time has come. Distraction!
Let me see where this is going.
I wish it was that easy.
How fucking heavy that would be for him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Dude, please!
Turn it off!
Goodbye, high score.
I thought old folks were useless, but you taught me and my gloating friends a lesson.
Here's your football winning trophy, Mr. Pines.
Thanks, beautiful woman.
I love you, Stan.
Boo! Come on.
Oh, they're hot.
Bailey Dan.
What seems to be the problem, officers?
Now there'd better be a darn good explanation for this.
Oh, there is. The doctors assigned me a seeing eye bear to drive me to the hospital in case of emergency.
Then where's your doctor's note?
Right here inside my jacket.
Well, I can't argue with Dr. Medicine.
To the hospital. Sometimes you have to bend the truth for the greater good.
Hey, has anyone seen my plate of spaghetti?
No, but I bet Seuss has. You know how he likes to eat.
This is a dark day. Thanks, Grunkle Stan.
Truth teeth, which force upon the wearer an inability to lie. What happened to Dipper's spaghetti plate?
I ate it.
Do you think this t-shirt is my size?
Never mind the
Oh.
t-shirt. Hey, everybody! Look at this guy's abnormal and unattractive face!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Gosh.
Grunkle Stan, why did you...
There is no Dr. Medicine in Gravity
Lord.
Falls.
You better have a darn good explanation for this. You see, I lied to you. In addition, I've been parking in handicapped spaces. Also, you're fat.
Stan is secretly a crime fiction writer.
Tax fraud. Get him out. What's got into you kids.
We have to find a place to get rid of these.
Do you see
The
that?
truth thing happened.
We came right back out the top. He'll be fine.
Alright, there it is. Here's what we have to say about it.
Okay, so, not my favorite episode, but I have all these questions. I mean,
Okay.
one of them was answered was, are any of these true besides Stan's? And obviously the teeth thing was true.
Yeah. So Stan's
Or-
happened because
yeah.
it lines up with...
Or she just
Well,
incorporated...
not Stan's. I mean, not
Mabel's.
the football story, but...
Yeah. Or she incorporated some truths. So, this is...
No, because Dipper just said, we know that story's true, we just lived it.
Oh. I just heard this show is a crazy show. It's very well thought out. Did they fall to a different, universe?
Well, this ain't Rick and Morty.
Well, I guess what I'm wondering is there something in the lore that's going to happen? I go, okay, so all this has happened since they've fallen to the bottomless pit.
Well, that's actually a very intelligent thought, but no.
Okay. Well, damn, okay. I mean, okay. Yeah, all right. I was wondering if... So they're literally just back where they were.
Yeah. Alright, so, Deep Voice Dipper.
It sounds like this
voiceover.
very familiar.
It does sound very familiar. He's a narrator in Rick and Morty. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can't pinpoint where.
I mean, whoever he is, he captures that real well then.
He does.
Yeah.
He's also in a show I started last night and fell asleep during called Doom Patrol, which is on HBO.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
He plays Gerald Trainer in that. He's also in Stranger Things.
The hell is he?
I don't know. I have to look into that some more. Anything else you particularly liked about this episode?
Well, I had it. So it presented a lot of things I wrote down that I kind of want to talk about.
Okay. Like what?
Like most of the stories they were telling in the Bottomless Pit, like they were entertaining. Okay. I think the most entertaining story for me. I mean, I really liked the fact that we know now that he uses dentures.
Mm-hmm.
He commits tax fraud. It revealed a lot about his character, and it was actually true.
Yeah.
So he does commit tax fraud. He does park in handicapped places.
Yeah.
But if he's old enough, aren't you allowed to?
What? Commit tax fraud?
No. Park in handicapped places.
Well, he may not.
What have you been doing?
He may not be legally
He didn't
declared
go
handicapped.
Okay. But for me, the pinball one was really entertaining. And do you like pinball?
I used to like it a lot when I go to bars and shit with my dad.
Yeah.
Play pinball.
Really? Was he into that?
No, but I would play pinball.
Okay.
While he drank.
Okay. So I didn't play a real pinball machine. The first time I ever did was at one of your birthday parties. It was at what's it called?
Fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese's.
That was a long fucking time ago.
It was an incredibly long time ago.
Long fucking time.
Yeah, I guess there's a picture of me and you there. I think maybe your grandma showed it to me.
Yeah.
Is it me? I've only seen it once. I can't remember who showed it to me. Maybe it's your
I don't
mom.
know, because there ain't any pictures of us.
There really isn't. I have one with me, you, and Garrett Langer camping.
I mean, now there are, because they're...
Well, I have a bunch from high school.
But,
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
quite a few. But none of us when we were little.
Yeah, I know.
And now there's, a bunch of videos of us. But it's still
I know.
a little different. And then I didn't play pinball again in a real machine. I played on a computer during class.
Yeah.
You know that, what's it called? Space Command 3000 or some shit?
No.
Okay, well...
I know there were electronic pinball.
Like Space Cadet 3000, it's a pinball game on Microsoft Windows. You used to play in class. I remember there's a button to bump the table. And I never really understood what that was until I was a little older. I had a friend who was into pinball explain to me that people do bump it sometimes, but it's kind of looked down upon if you do it too much or if you obviously tilt the fucking table like Seuss did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you press it, if you do it too many times,
You had to beat Pooh Man.
like all your buttons will freeze and nothing will work. And obviously the metal ball will just go down to the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so when I was like 27, 28, I actually played pinball again on a real pinball machine. I'm like, those are pretty fucking cool. Like, I understand why people love them, but they're very expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It costs a few $100 for rare pinball machines that are highly rated. They could be a couple grand. It's expensive as fuck.
I believe that.
Yeah, but no, they're cool, and just the idea.
But we had like a
there's pinball.
Terminator one.
Yeah,
And there's a bar and shit where I was when I was younger, and
Well, there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one at Chuck E. Cheese's I played.
Oh,
Yeah. There's pinball.
You losing track, are you? Getting derailed?
Well, no. There's pinball aficionados. Is that how you say it?
Aficionados?
Yeah, and they just specialize in pinballs. They know how to put them together. And I'm like, dude, that just sounds like a pretty cool hobby if you're into that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. But there's people who are just fucking into it. They know how the motors work and it's just the idea of being able to design one if you know them so well. I just always thought they were pretty cool, and then I got to play a real one, and I think they're really cool. But
pinball would be pretty cool, especially if you can design your own. There should be a Gravity Falls pinball machine.
There might be.
There might be.
Yeah, there might. No, I mean, I would almost say there probably is.
There should be.
Yeah. You ever play Spin the Bottle?
If I did, it's been a while. I think I have, but I don't remember.
I never did that. I played this game in high school where it was like some counting game, but someone was in the middle, and you had to put your hand up a girl's shirt and do this, touch her boobs. Yeah, play one of those. Then play Spin the Bottle. I always wanted to, when I was,
young and naive.
Young and too afraid to actually talk to girls. I had to get them to play this game and trick them into talking to me, with a bottle. You ever been bit by a snake?
Almost. I smashed one's head once, and then it swung around to bite me, but its head was smashed, so it just hit me.
That's a little nerve-wracking. You're like, oh shit! Oh, thank God. Was he poisonous?
No, it was a black snake.
Okay, but still, it was sucked because you get infections from those.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been great.
So, my
first.
When I think it might have been before I was born. My grandmother was bitten by a snake. You remember hearing about that ever?
No.
She's bitten by a snake, and her dog was bitten by a snake, and the dog died because back then there's no emergency veterinarian office, and she was in the hospital for like a week. Yeah, she got bit by a copperhead, and she fucking fell down, and she was there for like an hour.
Remember Uncle John, don't you?
Yeah.
He was bit by a baby copperhead.
Really?
Had to go to the ER.
Aren't those more poisonous?
Well, they're just more dangerous, I think, because they don't control the release of venom.
Okay.
So they just can nail you with however much.
Jesus. Okay.
I've had a lot of run-ins with snakes, but I've never been bit by one.
I've never been bitten either. My grandpa told me my dad was bitten by not a copperhead, like a black snake, and he was like 12 years old. He was freaking out.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna die!" And he was like being a drama prima donna, as what my grandpa said. He actually used that word a lot, prima donna. So
that's why it's instilled.
And then he got I think he had like an infection though.
He did.
So he ended up
get one.
Yeah, he ended up. Yeah, that ended up causing him a lot of pain and strife. So it wasn't just like not a big deal. It became a big deal. Yeah.
I know a guy got his toes bit off by a snapping turtle once.
Who was this?
Well, I didn't actually. To be honest, I didn't know him personally. I was our old landlord when I lived in Lowell.
Okay.
Him and my dad were exchanging turtle hunting stories, and my dad and his people, and I guess our people, but
yeah,
they would go out and turtle hunt. Well, a lot of people will jug them.
What's that mean?
Where you take a milk jug, a treble hook, or just a bait hook.
Yeah.
And you bait it, and you attach it to the jug, and they'll bite onto that, get to swallow the hook.
Yeah.
And they'll tow that jug around with them, and you'll know the turtle's on it.
Okay.
Well, some people, my grandpa being one of them, would go along the banks in the creek and reach into the holes and pull them out.
You told me this, but how do you know?
Well, they burrow in head first, but he said if you reach in and you miss them the first time, don't reach in again because then they turn around.
Well, I just feel like you get bit by a snake real easily.
Well, I guess that never happened. They never mentioned it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
so I remember
my dad would go in the ponds and they would just walk barefoot.
Yeah.
Until they stepped on one. And then they'd pull it up.
Sounds like
my landlord, I guess, him and his buddies were out doing it, and some fucking guy got his toes bit off by one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like that would happen.
Yeah, and so they went to go kill it and butcher it and eat it.
And that crappy ass water too.
And that fucking guy was like, "Hell no, he got my toes. I'm gonna eat this fucking thing." So
Jesus,
he
ate your toes and you ate him.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
vicious cycle.
So the first version doesn't sound the most engaging, but the second and third actually would be fun. It'd
be fun. I mean, because I've gotten them.
It'd be like the people who like fish and they just put their fishing poles
on a stick and
they just fucking sit there on their phone. Well, you motherfucker, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of times it's the meditation. Or
some people don't even use the phone. Back in the day when they did that,
yeah.
They didn't use the phone. They just didn't stand there and hold the fucking pole.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a little more involved.
Yeah.
The fact that these dentures wouldn't allow him to lie made me think of Liar Liar.
Yeah. The pen is blue. The goddamn pen is blue.
Yep. And I cannot forget about that chicken elevator.
Oh, I want to squeeze him.
Yeah, that guy. Or that girl. Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah,
when he shit himself.
I've had better.
I've had better.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That's a good one,
I'm
yeah.
kicking my ass. Do you mind?
Who did this to you? A madman, Your Honor. A worthless fool at the end of his pitiful rope.
Honorable.
What do you look like?
Honorable.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you sleep in any funny positions? Because I saw he was sleeping on his side with no blanket.
I just sleep on my back or on my side.
I sleep on my back, but I used to do this a lot, especially when I was younger, because I would sleep in my cousin Jamie's house, and his father hated me. So he would just rip the blanket off me when I'm sleeping, or I'd be sleeping on the couch with a blanket. He'd make me get up and sleep on the hardwood floor with no blanket, no pillow. And there's dog hair everywhere, so I'd sleep here like this. Okay? Or I'd sleep here like this because it's cold. Yeah. And because we'd all be trying to like fuck with like draw shit in each other's hands. They're trying to make me piss myself by putting in cold or hot water. It never really worked. I'd had to sit here like that.
You wouldn't admit it if it did.
Yeah, so I'm always sleeping, and whoever, like, you know, I've obviously sleeping with Joy, sleeping in the hotels like I did with you, Eric, and, you know, guys I used to work with, I traveled around, and I take up very little room, and I'm kind of proud of that, you know? I don't take up a lot of room, and I can sit here straight, and there's people who are just fucking, they're like this, like an X.
I don't do that.
Yeah, and
I sleep on a couch. There ain't no fucking room to move around. I just I'm on my back or my side.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, so in Old Man McGucket, like in Dipper's story, so the thing, like the thing that the story's revolving around is his serum that he uses to change a voice. Mm-hmm. I mean, who the hell would drink that?
Desperate 12-year-old.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like a journal thing. It was a fucking, this crazy man made something in a junkyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and that's the case, and all right. I think I don't got too much else to say.
There's nothing else to say. Alright. Thanks everyone for tuning back in. If you like what we do, like and subscribe, or if you ain't decided yet, maybe come back again sometime. You'll find us on Twitter, and you'll find us on Instagram. And if you don't, you won't.